Nancy Pelosi finally condemns Antifa. I know this is old, but I don't know if this has been on YouTube or anything. I just found it, so I thought I'd put it up. Washington, D.C., July 27th, House Majority Leader Nancy Pelosi, Democrat of California, speaks about House matters during her weekly news conference on Capitol Hill, July 27th, Washington, D.C. Comment in Trump's transgender military ban. Pelosi said it was disgusting to see members of the LGBT community evaluate a hateful political agenda. Yeah, that's one thing, but this is what I'm about. House Minority Leader Representative Nancy Pelosi officially condemns violence from Antifa on Tuesday after months of attacks on Trump supporters and free speech protesters. A statement from Pelosi was in response to the acts of violence over the weekend in Berkeley, which led to the arrest of 13 suspects connected to Antifa's violence. Our democracy has no room for inciting violence or endangering the public, no matter the ideology of those who commit such acts, Pelosi wrote. The violent actions of people calling themselves Antifa in Berkeley this weekend deserves its consequential condemnation, and the perpetrator should be arrested and prosecuted. This marks the first time Pelosi has condemned Antifa, and is quite possible the first time she has acknowledged the group's existence. A keyword search for her website on her Twitter account revealed no other instances in which she used the word. Spokeswoman Pelosi told the Washington Times in an email late on Monday night that Pelosi emphasized the importance of peaceful protests and demonstrators while not mentioning Antifa and other leftist groups behind the violence. Pelosi also reiterated the need for peaceful dissent and free speech in her press statement on Tuesday by saying hate must not be used to fight hate. In California, as across all of our great nation, we have deep reference for the Constitution right, peaceful dissent, and free speech. Pelosi continued, nonviolence is fundamental to that right. Let us use this sad event to reaffirm that we must never fight hate with hate, and to remember the values of peace, openness, and justice that represent the best of America. Well, I look at it this way. The only way you're going to stop Antifa, Black Lives Matter, the Ku Klux Klan, skinheads, and all these racist, violent hate groups is step up the police. Put more police, these rallies and stuff. Let them do their job. Once the violent outbreaks start, let them start slapping handcuffs on people and finding them and putting them in jail. You know, that's one way to start. And it's all the hate and it's all the hate and racist groups. Black Lives Matter, Antifa, the Ku Klux Klan, skinheads, all the hate and racist groups. You know, hate and racist comes in all sizes, shapes, colors, and forms. And they need to do away with all these hate and racist groups. There's a right way to protest and a wrong way to protest. And at every rally that I've seen on YouTube with Antifa in it, they've always come with shields and weapons with them. I've never been to a rally, and I don't plan on going to any rally, because I don't want nothing to happen to me, like some of these innocent people that are protesting. They get beat down by Antifa or Black Lives Matter people for no reason, because they're peacefully protesting. And if I had to say, at least 60 to 70% of the people that protest are peaceful protesters, and most of them are Trump supporters anyhow. And Antifa shows up, or Black Lives Matter, or whoever shows up, and they take over. That's just like what Nancy Pelosi's talking about. That's what happened at Berkeley the other day. They come in and they took over Berkeley, Antifa did. And Nancy Pelosi, she's only saying this because she don't want to get voted out. You know, she's one of them that needs to get voted out. You know, but I'm glad to see she's finally opening up her friggin' eyes and saying something about it. It's about time that the Democrats open their frickin' eyes and say something about this. You know, instead of just sitting back on their dead asses, not doing a damn thing about it. At least the president is acknowledging it, saying that both sides were at fault at Charlottesville, and then people condemn him for what he said. How ignorant and stupid are people to condemn the president for condemning racists and hate? Bunch of ignorant people is what I say. If you're condemning the president for saying what he said about racism and hate, I mean, come on, people. You're ignorant. You're stupid. You're blinded. You know, it just disgusts me to, you know, see that people is going after the president for what he said about, you know, both sides were at fault. Both sides were going at it. I saw the same video that the president saw, and I agree with what he said, because that's exactly what happened at Charlottesville. Both sides were going at it. So, with that being said, people, we need to shut down all these hate and racist groups, from Antifa, the Black Lives Matter, and the Ku Klux Klan, and all of them. And I hope it happens soon, before anybody else may get hurt or killed. Comment and like my videos. Comment on them, like them, and subscribe to my channel, people. Until next time, this is Terry.